How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the Cool Club Colosseum, where the greatest warriors in fiction do battle, and we decide who would win out of the two. This is going to be a great video, a great series we're going to do. And you tell me what you think if you agree in the comments. Give me your reasons. The first battle we have is between Glacius, a valiant and powerful alien entity that functions as a galactic marshal. He's also a master of the Ultra Combo. He's going to do battle with the advanced prototype, the T-1000. Yes, that psychopathic, shape-shifting menace. These two are going to go head to head. So let's get started. We know Glacius from the hit fighting game Killer Instinct. And the biography for Glacius. Glacius is a valiant and powerful alien entity. He functions as a galactic marshal, upholding the tenets of universal law, order, and justice across entire worlds. His mission on Earth initially was to recover hazardous technology that had been taken from his vessel by Ultratech. But after its successful retrieval, he remains on the planet to aid the human race in a desperate struggle for survival against the demon warlord Gargos. As soon as Glacius assesses the situation on Earth to determine the cause of the dark events unfolding there and to identify the culprits responsible, he notes Ultratech's exploitation of our world, especially Project Cinder, which used his DNA to create a dangerous force that spat in the face of Glacius' entire species. The trail of evidence leads him to conclude that humanity is no longer in control of its own destiny, but subject to an artificial superintelligence, which Ultratech reverse engineered from the technology of his own, from his race's own ships. Glacius is a valiant warrior. Now, unlike T-1000, he's thinking about helping people on Earth. He has a motive for he's protecting his people, and this can make him a very powerful warrior. Now, his abilities, Glacius' body consists almost entirely of ice and water, or a strange state in between them, unknown to Earth sciences, as he's capable of morphing into radically different shapes and sizes by using an ability akin to cryokinesis. This includes the ability to liquidize himself into a puddle, to move quickly across any surface, or become virtually impervious to harm, and morphing his tactile organs into powerful makeshift weaponry. He has also been observed to form massive spike balls of hail from the surrounding moisture in the air. In Killer
Killer
Instinct that came out in
instinct.
2013, it's revealed that Glacius is a member of an alien species of powerful telepaths who can adapt to any environment that's lava, earth, metal, water, ice by bending their molecular structure to the of the elements to their will, thereby encasing themselves in a wide variety of protective shells, akin to a thick layer of body armor, taking directly from their surroundings. This trait renders Glacius the perfect survivalist, as well as a unique, potent living weapon, well suited for the task of an interstellar law enforcer. And now that brings us to the T-1000 advanced prototype, better known as just the T-1000. It's the titular main antagonist of the 1991 sci-fi action film Terminator 2: Judgment Day, and he's played by Robert Patrick. This is a famous actor. I'm pretty sure you've seen him in a lot of things. You recently saw him in Peacemaker. He plays the father. The T-1000 is a liquid metal Terminator whose main goal is to kill John Connor in the past so that his creator, Skynet, can win the war. Unlike the first T-800, the T-1000 can survive almost any injury and change back to his original form instantly in both his default and exoskeleton form. Unlike Glacius, the T-1000 has a nefarious mission to come to Earth and kill John Connor to prevent the humans from having any chance of winning the war against Skynet, the self-aware AI program. Mimetic polyo polyalloy body is what the T-1000 has. Again, it's a mimetic polyalloy body. The T-1000 is built from mimetic polyalloy, a type of liquid metal developed by Skynet. This substance forms a mass that assumes a default humanoid shape, but is highly flexible, adaptive, granting it a powerful arsenal of abilities. Shapeshifting. The T-1000's most significant feature is the ability to shapeshift. After sampling a human or object through touch, it is able to transform its body into a duplicate. It can also grow extra arms if needed, and the duplicate basic items such as sunglasses or helmet if needed for its disguise. However, it is limited by the complexity of mass. It cannot be a machine with moving parts. It also, and if it assumes the guise of a human with a larger build than its default form, it must hollow itself out, changing its center of gravity. Its most typical transformation is turning its arms into stabbing weapons and similar tools. Additionally, the T-1000 suffers severe enough damage, this ability can begin to malfunction, causing it to start to uncontrollably assume the texture of objects it touches. He has superhuman strength, tactile learning. The T-1000 is able to learn and about objects by touching them. Voice mimicry. He can by sampling a person by touching them, he can imitate their voice. Liquefaction. The T-1000 can melt into a puddle of liquid as a method of concealing itself or passing through narrow openings. If it's blown apart, the individual pieces will liquefy and flow back together, allowing it to resume its full shape. Has an accelerated healing factor, superhuman durability, highly durable, and camouflage. Though this Through the use of the shape-shifting ability, the T-1000 can assume the texture and coloring of any surface, allowing it to blend in and avoid detection. He also has firearms expertise. He's a marksman, expert driver, and pilot. So now, with all those abilities set, and you have Glacius abilities and nature biography, you tell me who will win out of the two of these. The way that I see it going is what's on your screen here. This is the way that I see this fight playing out. Yes, the T-1000's tough, but him and Glacius have pretty much similar powers. The only thing is Glacius can use Glacius can use cryokinesis. And we know that the T-1000, his main weakness is either fire, burning him in lava and, destroying him, or it's freezing him. You can freeze him and neutralize him forever, or as long as he can stay frozen. And if Glacius was able to best him in the fight and freeze him, he will be able to take his parts, put them in different places so they can't come back together. That's ultimately defeating the T-1000. You don't just have to immerse him in lava. You can freeze him to neutralize him and win the fight. And Glacius seemed to be the perfect person for that, because otherwise they have the same type of traits. Glacius is durable, almost nearly indestructible. So is the T-1000. You have to damage them highly, in a special circumstance. Now, don't get me wrong, Glacius can be beat by brute force. Like, you've seen Glacius in Killer Instinct, people beat him by brute force. When it comes to T-1000, brute force isn't gonna be your best bet with him, because he also can regenerate. He can He's not as solid as Glacius is. Like Glacius is tough and durable, but when you give, if he takes enough damage, physical damage, he'll go down for a while and be incapacitated. You've never seen the T-1000 incapacitated by physical damage. It has to be something special, like I said, freezing him, immersing him in lava to destroy his whole makeup. But so I would say that again, Glacius wins this battle. Glacius, because he has the one weakness one of the only weaknesses that can neutralize the T-1000. And Glacius can do the same thing he could do. If he goes under a door as a metal puddle, Glacius can do the same thing. He can go as a being of water and ice in its in-between state. So sure, and you have the advantage of T-1000 has the advantage of using firearms. Glacius doesn't need those. He has a projectile attack. Um, he has many attacks. I don't think firearms would even phase him. So yes, I give this battle to Glacius. Then you tell me again, did I miss something, or why would you think different? What you think that it's T-1000 that will win, and just tell me why, because I pretty much broke down my reasons here. So with that being said, this is the Cool Club. I am Solican, and I'm gone.